Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? I got a 2017 Chevy Silverado Texas edition. Not quite sure what that means. And it has, let's see, 131,680 miles. So the customer dropped it off yesterday. I've had it running out here for about 10 minutes. Customer dropped it off yesterday. I didn't get a chance to look at it. But the complaint is there's a ticking noise. You hear it? Now, I went out to it when it was cold, and I did not hear anything. Usually, if you have like an exhaust manifold type noise you have an exhaust leak that's creating a ticking noise. Usually it's worse when you first start it and it slowly calms down. Usually, not every time. That other one that I had with the coil wire partially hanging out and you can hear the arc going across, usually a situation like that will create a misfire, although that one in that video did not have a misfire. Ran fine, just had that noise. So what's going on with this one? I think this one is legitimately a lifter issue or a rocker issue. When it was cold, I really didn't hear anything. Now it's been running for a little bit, I definitely hear something. Nothing to see though, but you can hear it. And it's from this side. You can look down, I don't know if you can see it through the video or not. Let's see. But all the exhaust manifold bolts are there. You can see one right there. They're there, it's just hard to see. But, like I said, I'm confident that this is in fact a lifter issue compared to the other ones that I've had. I'm going to leave it running a little while longer, and then we're going to come back out here and listen to it. I did check the oil level the very first thing I did this morning just to see, and the oil's fine. The oil's like right where it's supposed to be, so I know it's not an oil level issue. And it sounds like it's on this side towards the back a little bit. This is going to be a case where we probably got to pull the valve covers off first and inspect and see what's going on. Because it could be a rock arm. It's always a possibility. But I got a funny feeling this is a lifter-related issue. I want to hook a scanner up to this thing too and see if it's got any kind of codes in it. So maybe let me go grab a scanner and then we'll do that. So oddly enough, I made the last part of this video before I made this part of the video, and I realized it when I was editing it together. I said I was going to get a scanner and hook a scanner up and check for codes, and I never did that. So I'm going to do it now. This is now a couple hours later. So let me just hook the scanner up, and let's see what we got. People have been asking why I haven't been showing this lately, this scanner. Let's see. Okay. And I've been using the K10 a lot because I really like the K10. This is an excellent scanner for at home or even the beginner technician. I do really like it. But on more of a professional level, the K10 is, obviously a better scanner, but it's also a $1,000 scanner. So, where I think this one was a $300 scanner. So there is a difference. Now, just so you know, I did try the K10 scanner on here first, and it wouldn't communicate. Not sure why. I've run into that before where one scanner won't communicate, but another will. Don't know the reasoning behind it, but I gotta see if this one will communicate. Let's find out. If this doesn't communicate, then I got an issue with the vehicle not communicating. Yeah, see, it communicates. All right. Odd that the K10 won't. Sorry about the glare, nothing I could do about that. Okay, engine's got a code. A lot of you have asked me about comparison of the scanners to do a video, and I'm going to be doing that. This launch, the K10, my Snap-on, which I hardly ever use my Snap-on anymore because honestly, this one is compatible to the Snap-on from what I've seen. Snap-on does have a few more features to it, but it's also way more expensive. But as far as I'm concerned, that K10, I really enjoy that scanner. But this thing's almost done. Let's see what we come up with. All right, so it's sending myself an email of the actual report, which this is the report. Oh, so communication high-speed CAN bus off. Passed and failed. So that's probably why the other scanner wouldn't communicate with it. So there's nothing there. Yeah, there's voltage BCM codes. That's probably why the other scanner would not communicate. Yeah, so this thing has a bunch of communication codes. He said that he had this thing sitting for a while, so it's possible if the battery voltage got weak that it caused something weird. Because we do have low voltage codes too, but it's starting no problem for me. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I already have the scan saved. I am going to clear all the codes, see if they actually clear. And leave it at that. See, the EBCM still has 7 codes. There's no reason to sit there and watch this whole thing because you're not going to get anything out of it. A lot of times, too, EBCM codes, you have to start driving them in order for them to clear. I've noticed that's not all the time, sometimes. So you may clear something and it may not go away until you start driving it and cycle the key again. Because it wants to see a good known value before it actually will get rid of a code that was in the system. I've seen that. And like airbag codes, too, I found. You can clear them and they won't go away until it verifies that the repair has been done. It's just weird how sometimes that stuff works, but it happens. What are you going to do? All right. So that's going to be it. Okay, on to the last part of this video, which actually happened before this part of the video. You'll understand. Okay, so it's been about 40 minutes that this thing's been idling out here. I just want to come and double check it and see if the ticking has gotten worse. It's definitely there. I hope that's coming through on the video. I think it is. I actually have a microphone hooked up. Let me disconnect the microphone for a second. I don't know if that changed anything with the audio. I'm going to hook the microphone back up. I don't know if that actually changed anything. Microphone. So, yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be a situation where this is an internal issue. What it is, I don't know. It's very mild, but the customer doesn't want to take a chance, so understandable. Yeah, so this is going to be a situation where we're going to have to take this thing apart. First things first, I have this recording of the noise, so that's good. But first things first, I'm going to wind up pulling the valve covers off and just verify what everything is. Like, I have seen rocker arms start to lose their needle bearings and create a noise, but that's going to be for another day to try to figure out what exactly that noise is. All right, well, okay, that's going to end this video. Hopefully you got something out of that video. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching. And then I will make another part to this when I pull the valve covers off and take a look and see what's going on. All right. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.